Now you can see the menu. This menu is to record tests, that's PCR data and RAD data, and this is to investigate, but that is not relevant for the hospitals. Samples are there to dispatch samples, so we'll first go to the test. If you have any question, just ask then and there, so we can sort it out. Now if you order a PCR, you have to click PCR. So mandatory fields are marked with asterisk letters. So the ordering category is mandatory, name is mandatory, gender is mandatory, age is mandatory, district is mandatory, and the email address and the contact number. Everything else is optional. Now test number is the number that will be pasted on the tube, PCR tube. So you are sending
Yeah.
samples to your hospital, some other lab.
Other that we are sending to Betty.
Okay, okay. In that case, you have to write a test tube number. This program also can generate a serial number, but most of the manually. They have a manually created list of numbers to be pasted on the test tubes. In that case, you have to enter that number.
Yes.
Then shall I? Or if you want a serial number, just leave it blank. Then for the first time, you have to select the ordering category. Ordering category will remain as it is until you change it. For every session, you have to, the first entry, you have to select it. Say for OPD symptomatic, you select the category of ordering is OPD symptomatic. And if you are aware of the lab, this sample is going at this moment also, you can select the lab. We'll say Baticlo. Lab TH Baticlo. So if you are not aware of this lab, just leave this as blank. And the suppose date of collection. Some wanted the exact date of sample collection, but practically it's difficult. So the type of ordering the data is marked as the data, the sample date. But in case if you are filling this for tomorrow's collection, there's a possibility you can select tomorrow's date. But if it is not changed, default is the current time. So example that is there. Then we have to enter the
name of the patient.
Name of the patient. Then we can use tab. So it will be going to the next one, NIC. So even though the gender and age is mandatory, the focus is not going to that when we use the tab. But I'll write my NIC.
Yeah, it's most of the time you don't get the NIC of these people.
Yeah.
Some forget it, and most of the time they don't bring it.
Yeah. In that case, if they have the NIC, it will generate the age and sex. And if that number is already there, it will be listed here. Then we can load it, load the data from here. So I'll say, for example, now this say if the patient has no record of NIC, just leave this blank, then go with the mouse pointer and select male and enter the age in years and month. So if you have it, that's better, because we need not to go to these details. Then the current residential address.
It's auto-filled.
Now contact number, that is mandatory. Then that's all. If you if you are aware of the GN area, you can enter. But if you are not aware, just leave, because then this will be alerted to RDHS Ampara. then RTHS Ampara will go through the address and allocate to relevant MOH, because even
Could you excuse me for a minute? I have a call from the hospital.
okay, sure.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Good. No, there. I am back.
Okay, now again we'll go back. GN area is optional, but if you say select the RDH area, the relevant RE will go through. That means even though PCR is positive in your hospital, the RD needs to know for further investigation and contact tracing. So select the RDHS area, and if you are aware, you can select the MOH area, but that's not mandatory. Then you click save and new PCR. So these data field now institution you logged has no POI, cannot generate PHA. Just for a moment, I have not, because of this POI is not there, we can't generate PHA. We'll see.
From your side, as yourself, can't you create a POI for us?
No, the institution has the right to request, but if you have the request, we can, but I'll discuss with my boss and let you know. Usually,
Yeah, if you could do it, please. It is, I mean, now these days I am the acting director.
okay.
So when the director comes, I can sign the letter and send you till he comes back. If you could create it for us, then it will be easy, I hope.
Yeah, okay. I'll discuss immediately. I can't do it. I have to wait till Monday.
Then that's fine.
I'll let you know on Monday.
Monday means tomorrow.
Yeah. again I have to enter. So after filling that data, we can say save a new PCR. Still, it says the institution you logged has no PH. Right?
Same message.
Just let me sort it out.
It is DGH Ampa, no? Not DGHS.
DGHS is some for it's hospital admin. Yeah, okay, sorry, it should come here.
Yeah.
EOI number. Now we'll be able to do it. Then go to the save a new PCR and click. So you get the saved message. Then
Yes.
you don't have to select the category because it's the last category. Then test patient 2.
And we can change the category as well.
Yeah, if needed, we can change, but we can use the tab key to go to
Yeah, the next one.
yeah.
In the category, do we have wards and likewise?
You can add the word. Now there's a place to add the word. For category, you can't. If you want any additional categories, let us know.
Because most of the time, it's not only at the PCU. Nowadays, the PCR and the that's are being done from wards as well.
Okay, now in that case, you can fill the word here.
So, but the category then it can't come as OPD symptomatic.
It's not symptomatic.
Ah.
Now you have different categories. If they are for procedures, routine for procedures. I have a call. Just give me a second.
Sure.
Okay, and now we can select inward symptomatic or routine for procedure, something like that. Then you can save it. But if you want to load the last address, you can click here. And if you want to load the last contact number, you can click here, then save a new PCR. So like that, you can continue. The same is for the rat, but in that time you can enter the results as well, negative or positive.
I should check about the that result. Is there? There's no number for that, no?
Yeah, because it was removed because the tube number is not needed because they already have the results. But if you think it's needed, we can add the test number as well.
No, this is good. I think for the rat, it's a bedside test, no. So it just go. We do it and without any in the wards maybe somewhere. So we issue the rat kits to the wards and they just do when a patient comes. Likewise, so it's better to not to have the number.
Yeah, if you want, you can go to new rat without results. So it's same as the PCR, but you can't enter the results in this screen. So this is yeah.
If you go to new rat result, then there only you can enter the results.
Enter the results as well at the same time. So PCR and rat, you don't have the drop down box to enter the results. So then you have to go to test list. Now this is now you get the list of last test ordered. Now you get the tube number, then the test and the
name of the patient, age, gender.
I see like that.
And
so this is the format the lab need. So you can generate an Excel and send with the samples, provided that lab is not using the system. But once the system is being implemented in the laboratory, you don't have to worry because they will have the details because they are also using this system. So until then, yeah,
battery lab.
Yeah, battery is still not implemented. So that you have to generate the Excel. And I don't know how you are doing it at the moment. I think you are entering the data into Excel. So rather than entering the data into the Excel directly, if you try this for about 2 days, you will find it easy to enter directly to the program and get the Excel generated from the system.
Can I give authentic authorize the lab to do this, our lab? Because the PCR tests which are done in the ward, maybe the OPD, maybe they have been collected at the lab and then they create the list and send.
Yeah, definitely. You can create any accounts under institution administration, manage users, you can say new user and enter the name Dr. or Mr. We'll say lab staff 1 and give a username. You can give the name like Saman or something like that, DGA Champaro, something like that.
For the particular person, I can issue one.
Yeah, that is a must because if there's an error, then if they share a username and password, they can blame the others. But when we give specific user accounts, so if they make a mistake, they are responsible.
Understood. Yeah, that's good.
You can create like this. You can, you can give a password. Then if you need, you can create different units. Select only Ampara because we have given it. So at the moment, only hospital admin is there. You select it, but I let the other privileges as well. For the time being, they are also hospital admin so that they can also add another user to the system. But I'll add MLT and like that. So
Yes, we have to change that as only the admin to do
yeah, only
such
you
things
can do
and
that like that.
yeah.
So I'll change it until that you can test the application by tomorrow. I'll fix it. And under institution also, I'll allow you to add the units for you.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, you can add any word like that, but only once. You have to do it only once for a word. So if you find it difficult, just give us the list of units and the users so that we can add from our end. Say, then you
Right.
don't have to worry. So whatever you like, it's because you are busy. It may be easy for you to for us to let the later you can add them by yourself, but to start with, you send the email me the users and the units, so I'll add for you.
Yeah, thank you very much. That would be easier.
Yeah. Then they can also add new PCR or RAT.
Yes, that's what now they do is now the whoever the in charge MLT at that time
Yeah.
will collect the samples and prepare the list and then send. So if we give them the authorization and if we create an account for that person, maybe on call person or somebody or a person one, so still they can add this with it. Then
Yeah.
I don't have to get them down and add.
Yes. Then we go to the test list and generate the Excel and send it with the sample list. Then
Yeah.
if the lab is functioning, that means if the lab is using this system, you will see the results under view results. You will
This is
see
a
the
very good
results.
one actually.
Yeah, but at the moment you don't see the results because they are not using the system. So once the results are available, you have to go to enter results.
Yeah, whichever the lab is providing results should go to enter results and enter them. Then only we can go to the view results and see it.
Yeah, this is mainly you can view all the results, but this is meant when the lab enters the data, you just go to view results and you will get positive cases, negative cases. Shall I log out and demonstrate it with another MOH? If
Sure.
I MOH Panadura and go to view results, say I want to get all the patients from this date to that date, results only positive once. So you get all the positive patients. But say if you want to get RAT positives, because most of these are RAT results, so these are RAT positives. They don't have PCR positives, so this will be empty like this because they only enter the RAT results. And if you want to order a category, we'll say community random. So these are community random. So like that, you want to get OPD symptomatic, yeah, you can easily and you can easily filter and search by name. Say, yeah, we'll say Fernando. Now 3 Fernandos are positive.
Yeah, several Fernandos are there.
6 records are there. Like
6
that.
records.
So this is how you can view results, and enter results is there for you to enter. Now you can mark here, click and mark it positive or negative.
So internet results are being done by the lab, no? It's not
Yeah,
fast to do.
but still if the lab is not using the system, we have to record the results anyway. They will be sending an email or a hard copy. In that case, we go to enter results and select the people during that period.
So that would be some extra work.
Huh?
that would be some extra work, it seems, no?
Yeah,
Now they send us the
yeah,
report, and then again we have to enter it.
yeah, initial stage and extra work, but once the system is implemented island wide, you don't have to worry. It's like a
Yes.
egg and chicken problem. So until the lab the hospital is not entering. So I'll be grateful if you can start entering some data, because anyway you have to enter it to an Excel. So I'll send a mail copying to the EPID unit and our sir. We had a small discussion how to add PCR data and list test and enter the results. So I will ask, is it possible for you to start entering data and you respond to it? I think,
Yeah, I'll try my best actually.
yeah. Then if there are any, I'll discuss about dispatch samples also, because now once the samples are ready, you have to dispatch the samples. Dispatch the samples means when the samples are ready to be sent to the lab, you have to select all and select the lab and dispatch. You have to click the dispatch button. Then these will appear in the Baticlose dashboard. Now you have two samples coming from DG Compare, so they will be ready to receive it.
Yeah, it is the once the system is completely implemented, that will happen.
Yeah, that will happen. So at the moment you have to start PCR and new rat and dispatch samples also. You try to do it, but not essential. Then after you receive the results, try to enter results.
Then I'll enter it.
Yeah, then it will be available for the EPID unit. So I'll be grateful if you can try to implement this. If there's any issue, just let us know. Now there's a good team. We'll get it done. So all your suggestions will be done. At the moment, this is the main functionality. So we are not recording the clinical data. So if your main concern is clinical data, you have to write a separate request. Now we have different formats needed to be submitted to different institutions. So better to have these recorded in one system and generate all the reports. Can you please include this or something like that? To the you can reply to my trade. I'll send you email straight away. You can reply to that as well.
Actually, frankly telling you, this wasn't the system which I expected, but this seems to be a very comprehensive system, and I think we can expand it, and I'll try to help you out with what I thought of and what we can do to get things together.
Yeah.
I'm a bit busy because I'm looking after the both hospitals, our hospital and the COVID hospital both.
Yeah.
So
Lishal, you send your requirements, whatever the software you need, we'll make sure that this will be developed for that. So we'll wrap up for today. I'll send the email, you just reply.
Yeah, thank you very much for this meeting.
Please help, because this is a very trouble, because we don't have real-time data.
Yeah, I personally understand that. Yeah, that's what I wanted, but this is only a part of the whole thing.
But provided that you give your exact requirements, from my end, I can make sure that the requirements will be accommodated by the system. So you don't have to worry about the development we'll be doing. You just elaborate your requirement.
Of course.
Record PCR data and to case investigation by the MOH and bed allocation. For your patient also, the bed allocation will be informed by this software. So, but that is mainly done by the MOH now. So, for your patient management, just reply to my thread. Then thank you so much for spending your valuable time. Then
you're most welcome. Thank you very much too for coming for this time.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.